Hey guys, how's it going? So today's video is me talking while drawing. You see, I always have a hard time when I start to draw. I tend to forget about talking, and so that's the way I normally do my videos, is that I draw first, and then I do a little bit at the beginning and a little bit at the end, and then that's it, I'm done, right? But today I decided to sit down and say to myself, I am going to draw for 10 minutes, and I will complete a drawing in that 10 minutes, and I will talk while doing that. So there you are. So please watch the video and enjoy. And as I said, I tend to just go off blah 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 blah. But enjoy, guys. Well guys, here I am, sitting in front of a sketchbook, and I got a pen or marker on me, and I'm gonna draw. You see, when I first started doing this, I actually tended to not talk and draw at the same time. The only reason being is because as I started to draw, I found myself kind of actually not talking. And so I thought to myself, well, you know what? I'm at that point where I'm going to give this a bit of a try. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to give that a bit of a try. So I'm going to sit here and draw and see what happens. So you say to yourself, well, what do you talk about, right? Well, first things first, we'll go with the why do I call myself the dyslexic artist? Because I am dyslexic. Well, in actual fact, that's not true. I am more dysgraphic than I am dyslexic. You see, the word dyslexic is a broad term. There are many things that go on with the brain as to how it works when it comes to dyslexia. Now, first thing is, people mostly will say to you, oh, you see numbers backwards. And I actually don't see numbers backwards. I am more of a dysgraphic person. I don't hear the sounds. So for me, spelling is very, very hard. And that is one of the things too, is that when I started to do this, or started the YouTube channel, I wanted to call myself the dyslexic artist. And the reason being was because I thought I would like to draw attention to that for people who, feel a little bit unsure of themselves because they might be diagnosed as being dyslexic. And unfortunately, for some people who are diagnosed as being dyslexic, the family sometimes can write them off. I was really lucky. I did not get written off by my family. And the reason I say getting written off was that I one time was talking to a young gentleman, and I said to him, well, all you got to do is read some stuff and, take your time and read about it, and you might learn more. And his mother actually said to me, no word of a lie, she said, oh, he's dyslexic, he can't read. Well, being dyslexic doesn't mean you can't read. It means it takes a little longer, but you can still read, because I can read, and the thing is that it does take me a little bit longer. One of my favorite books is called I forgot what the book's called. No, it's called okay, it's by Abraham Schmitt, and it is The Brilliant Idiot. See, that happens to me every once in a while too. But the thing was that I would read that book and I could relate to it and understand it. But it's a thin little tiny book. But boy, oh boy, it'd take me a week to read it. But I would read it, and then I would read it again. And then it's like the information that I've learned about reptiles. I would read little books, magazines, and anything that I could find, and I would read about it. But the thing was that when I was reading about it, I would really, really, really take my time to read and come back over it again. And even after I had read all that stuff, every once in a while, I knew that I had missed out on something, because I'd be talking to somebody and they would mention to me, oh, well, that's actually this way. And instead of getting excited or upset about it, I would take in that information and keep it in my brain. And that's what I had to do. I couldn't go back and just refer to writings sometimes, where a lot of people can do that. They can just go, oh, well, here's some writing about this, and I'll tell you what I thought about it. I had to kind of keep it in my brain. And because I had to keep it in my brain, it stayed there. And that's the thing, is that information tends to stick with me once I have pushed myself to that limit. But that's the thing, is that I wanted to bring it forward so that those people who felt nervous or scared or weren't sure of themselves because of something like dyslexia, that it's okay, right? That it's all right to even let people know, right? Just say to them, hey, you know what? I have a little bit of a problem this way. And it's no different than anybody. Some people deal with anxiety, right? And I work with a young girl that had anxiety, and she talks about it. She doesn't get scared. She talks about the fact that she has really bad anxiety. But because of that, she seems to be better for it, right? So sometimes it's just like unloading that little problem, right? Whatever it is, you know, and you tend to, and when you hide it, it kills you. It kills you. I think that's what it does. It just slowly kills you. So that's what I decided today was I thought to myself, I am going to just sit here, draw, and rant a little bit and let people know. And as I said in the beginning, I always had a hard time trying to draw and talk at the same time, which is kind of weird because I can talk. But this time I'm saying to myself, nope, I'm going to do this. I'm watching my little stopwatch and seeing how much time I can do this in, and I'm hoping to do it within about a 10-minute little rant, because that's kind of the way life is. When you rant, I mean, you can only rant so long before you just start repeating yourself. So I thought to myself, 10 minutes of ranting. So today, oh, there's another thing. Today, I was supposed to get a hot water heater. So I was waiting all day to find my little hot water heater. And unfortunately, it didn't come because there's misinformation. And so I wound up being told that I now had to go and order the hot water heater. And it wasn't the guy's fault that actually let me know that we needed a new hot water heater. It was the fact that they just didn't have the information correct. So all he thought he was doing was coming in to tell me that my hot water heater isn't working and that, or needed to fix it somehow. And he couldn't do that, and so he realized right away that yes, it definitely need a new hot water heater. So I will be getting a new hot water heater. That's just one of my little rants for the day, but it'll happen, right? And I won't worry about it. But right now, I am just going to keep drawing, and it looks like I'm down to almost 3 minutes left. So I think I can get a drawing pulled off in another few minutes. And I'm actually going with one of my classics, which I tend to like to draw people's faces and do weird things with them. So that's what I'm doing, right? I do weird things with people's faces. I do weird things in the drawings that I do, right? So yeah, I say sometimes you talk and you say stuff and you go, what the heck did I just say, right? Earlier today, I was actually talking to Sue and I said, oh, look, that movie has a lot of people in it. Yeah, the movie, of course it has lots of people in it because it's a movie and there's lots of people in it. But she actually understood what I meant. What I was talking about was the fact that it had a lot of people that were famous actors in the movie. But I just said, oh, it has a lot of people in it. Well, that's absolutely true. Yeah, of course it has a lot of people in it because it's a movie, right? But we tend to say sometimes really weird things or dumb things sometimes. And I think to myself, oh my gosh, right? And like I said before, you know, you can worry about stuff, you can worry about life, and you can get yourself all twisted up in big knots, or you can say to yourself, hey, what's good in my life? What do I have in my life that's great? And I have a lot of good stuff in my life. I'm very lucky and fortunate. I have a wonderful daughter, I have a wonderful wife, I have a great family, I love the people that I work with, I love my job, right? Plus, I like to draw. And guess what? I get to show people my drawings. I feel like Simon. I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember that, but there was this show, right? And it would be, you know, my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures, pictures, take me over, climb the ladder with you, blah, blah. I think I got a couple of words wrong in there, but that's okay. So it looks like I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty. My little drawing is coming through. I don't mind it at all. And it's kind of like, looks like a man and a woman, right? And they're connected. So that can happen sometimes. People get connected. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show connecting wires to them. And then, there you are. See, I actually pulled it off. I actually was able to talk for 10 minutes and do a drawing at the same time. And rant and rave about anything that was bugging me, which actually wasn't that much bugging me. And I'm not really upset about the hot water heater because all I have to do is run next door to my dad and have a bath or a shower at his place, and he's cool with that. And so I am now going to put the signature on the drawing. P.S.H. Kennedy. Yay! He did it! He did it! And the crowd went crazy. Yeah! Sweetness, sweetness, sweetness. Oh, I think this line's just way too thin. I'm going to work that. Bing, zing, zing, zing. All right, follow the line. Wow. Ba-boom. Look at that, Daddy. You're going to hear the old sounds going off now, guys. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and ding, 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 ding. Stop. I did it! Yay! 1 full drawing in 10 minutes. 2 people's faces with weird stuff going on in the middle. And we talked about my hot water heater. We talked about dyslexia. We talked about my beautiful family. We talked about life itself. There we are. We're done for the day. I'm having a great day. It's beautiful and sunny outside. I am just going to go outside and enjoy the rest of the day, folks. Have a wonderful day. Be cool like a big bull moose. Subscribe to me. Do all those things, but just love your life. Thanks, guys. Well, there you are. I ranted for 10 minutes. You watched me draw a picture, and I got it done, right? And that was kind of the way it was today. I said to myself, I am just going to sit back and see if I can pull this off, because before I tried it a few times, and every time I would start to talk, and then next thing you know, I wouldn't be talking, and I would still be just drawing. And I would lose. I just lose into it. But it is actually fun to do that, because I'm in another world when I'm drawing, right? So, anyways, folks, thanks so much for watching the video. I think I already said all the other stuff I'm supposed to say. So just have a wonderful day, and that's it. Make sure you wear your pants.